What is up, guys? Welcome, or of course welcome back here to my channel. I'm extremely excited to get into today's video to let you guys know what the one game changer and the one thing that really leveled up my manifesting my initial SP, my ex, into my life. But before we get into this video, guys, I just want to let you know, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. You don't want to miss out on this amazing content, as well as if you're not already a member on my channel, you're absolutely missing out. We have gotten started with our third day, well, actually our second day. Tomorrow's the third day. Some people are already in a different time zone. So we've started with our morning miracle mastery routine. Some really great feedback, some new stuff for you guys who haven't maybe delved into the spiritual realm. I know that we all want to manifest on extremely fast timelines, but once you actually get this idea of creating from a oneness and creating from consciousness, you can manifest more than just your specific person. You can manifest a life of just awesomeness. All right, if you haven't signed up, then all the information is below. And of course, if you do need any help with your manifestation, email coaching, 21-day specific person and self-concept challenge, and all of that other good stuff, that is of course down below in the description. Although I do give all of the information, it's just if you need a personalized, one-on-one touch to any of your manifesting, if you want, any structure in your manifesting, some bomb ass affirmations, whatever it is, if you just feel like you need a little support along your journey, then yeah, check out everything in the description or hear my email, empathie.bianka@gmail.com. I'm on a little bit of a swing chair and I'm getting very excited because it's been a while since I've been on one of these. So if I just move from side to side, that is why. So I want to share with you a very personal story today of how I was successful in manifesting back in my ex, and the one thing I did to enable myself to do that. And the one thing that I did to enable myself to, achieve that goal of manifesting my ex was, as this title describes today, or it says below, was giving up. So what does that actually mean, and how did I do this? So what happens when we are in a breakup situation, which many people, experience? Maybe you're in one yourself right now. You feel like your world crumbles down. No, you've put in your effort into somebody. Maybe you've been with this person for years and it feels like something has been taken away from you, and you are now most likely here because you want to manifest your ex back in. What was really important for me in my journey was realizing firstly, and this is why I think that self-love, self-concept, and actually doing the inner work, and that's different for everybody. That doesn't mean you need to heal. That doesn't mean you need to do the meditations. Like, everybody has a different kind of technique and a different way of living life, right? So if that worked for me and that doesn't work for them, doesn't mean that manifesting doesn't work. But what I can say, this is my own personal experience, is that actually stepping back and realizing firstly, the first thing you want to see is, what caused this relationship breakup? Was it your assumptions about yourself in relationship? Was it your assumptions about the other person, how you perceive them? Maybe it was your way of, handling relationships. Everybody has a different story. The first thing you want to do is not guilt, shame, and push everybody's you push out to everybody's you pushed in, and make this about, going down that rabbit hole, guys. I've spoken about this in a lot of my videos, but you do want to take responsibility for the fact that perhaps there's something that you need to work on, that you can work on now in creating a different version of your specific person to come back into your life, in enabling yourself to, when that specific person comes back in, hold the relationship and be at a really stable, beautiful space, able to create a life with somebody else. So what I always recommend is seeing, okay, what is it and how did I manifest this breakup, and taking responsibility for that. This can take a long time for us. I mean, this took for me the first time 3 months before I quote unquote, got my ex to text me. And I was very, very desperate, guys, like anxious, crying. Oh, this is never going to work. Watching 1,000 videos. Everybody has a journey, guys. This SP journey is, for some people, extremely long. For some people, it's extremely short. And it's wild, guys, but if you truly believe that this is the person that you want to be with, I always say specific person or somebody better, but of course, that's your decision. So the first thing is taking responsibility for the manifestation. The second step, and the thing that I realized that I had to do, was work on myself. I actually, because I was in this relationship, never realized what my problems were in the worth about myself, that I accepted a very on-off relationship with a person that didn't show up for me, or I thought he was showing up for me in the way that, that was the right thing to do in a relationship that was very dynamic. It was like I love this person, but I never knew why, because it was so hot when it was hot and so cold when it was cold. And I realized that stemmed from a childhood problem of like the way that I'd seen love to be in my, in my parents' relationship. So that self-love and coming back to realizing, okay, how can I create a relationship now with myself where I feel if my SP came in right now that I would be stable no matter what, is the self-concept work that I really strongly recommend that each and every person on this journey does. And whether that's meditations, whether that's healing modalities, whether that's doing the affirmations, but actually seeing, almost getting to a stage where you're like, and that's the next point, guys, actually realizing that I am an asset to anybody who wants to date me. Literally what happened for me was when I made this shift and I realized, like, actually I'm an asset to my SP, actually I'm an asset to every person who wants to date me, actually I feel like every person who dates me should be blessed to spend time with me. That was when I was able to now flourish and blossom and get back into life, because obviously it was like a few months where I was just doing techniques and I was like doing coaching calls with all these coaches, and that's definitely something that can help, and I'm really blessed that I got onto this journey. But I'm just telling you because maybe you can speed up the process for yourself. So, once you're feeling good within yourself, I really recommend, getting back into life and feeling good and knowing that you are. One of the assumptions I want each and every person on my channel, whether you're a member, whether you're a subscriber, whether you're somebody just watching this, is like, you should realize your worth, and that A, life is short, and that B, life is a pop-up. So why waste any time? Why waste any time not living your best life? With or without your SP, of course we're going to manifest our SP over here. We know our assumption and our belief is our SP is there. The version that we create with all the techniques is going to show up, because that becomes our dominant thought, that becomes our dominant belief, right? Through all the work that we're doing. When you actually just realize that life is freaking amazing with or without your SP, and you feel that within you, I travel by myself, even though I'm in a relationship with my SP for many, many years now, 2 or 3, I think it's 2.5 years. I still do things like come to Greenland where I am right now and just enjoy my alone time, knowing that my partner is there when I go home. It's just an inner assumption that I have, that I've created in my reality, right? So coming back to the number one point that I wanted to point out today, when you're feeling good, you're feeling like everybody wants to be with me. For me, for example, I was like, all men want to be. And that was funny because when that happened inside of me, literally, like, people started reflecting that. So not only did like guys start wanting to date me, which I didn't realize when I was at MSV, like when I actually got out of the situation and actually got to my life, like guys were like texting me, writing me, calling me, wanting to date me. And I was so much in this spiral of like, I want my SP, no, like, I tell my clients, especially my women, like, go out on dates and like, you use your manifesting techniques. Sorry, this is a bit unkosher, but use your manifesting techniques like birds before land. Maybe a guy or a girl that you're dating will start repeating what you're like affirming for your SP. That definitely happened to me, and people might ask to be your girlfriend or boyfriend. You're like, oh, think about it. And then your SP will show up. So here's the one thing, guys. When I got tired of myself, and this was 3 months, this took me 3 months to manifest a text in from my ex. When I was tired of, spending 5 hours a day watching videos whenever I could, when I was tired of feeling anxious, when I was like, this is bullshit, manifesting doesn't work for me. Yeah, I can manifest maybe sometime soon. Like, I'm literally done and I just don't care anymore. Like, and I felt that shift within myself. That's the thing. You can say these things, but when you actually feel a shift and you're like, bam, I am giving up on this. And you're standing there, the version of you is like, I'm giving up on this because I know that I'm better than this, like better than this shitty version. I'm better than being treated like a second class person or like a byproduct to my SP. Funnily enough, when I did this and I gave up was the day that my SP came back in. Go figure. And I know that's difficult when you're manifesting, and I get this question, why am I even doing this if I'm, giving up on my manifestation, when I'm giving up? What I wanted to prove in this video was that the internal identity shift, the actual identity shift of being like, I let go to controlling, and listen to this, guys, I let go of controlling my external reality because I wasn't seeing any movement. 3 months of the work and not seeing any movement. And the funny thing is, I already knew that I was manifesting my life. Like, my dominant thoughts about like getting what I want, very, very strong from, since I was a child. And I really do recommend that you do work on your dominant thoughts. That's one of the things I do in the 21-day challenge. That's one of the things I do in all my coaching calls. Your dominant thoughts, guys, create But when you give up, literally for me, I gave up. I was like, fuck this, fuck you, universe, I hate all of this, was the day that my SP came back in. Now, did I keep that SP? No, because I kept, because it was like an on and off thing, right? And I talk about that in another one of my videos. Did I create a beautiful relationship with my SP using conscious creation, using manifestation? Absolutely, yes. And I talk about this in a lot of my videos, guys. So this is the thing that I wanted to point out. When you give up on your manifestation, you step into reality where you're in flow. You step into reality, as Abraham Hicks calls this, in your vortex, where your oneness of the internal you, which everything, guys, resides within you. Everything that you think is out there was created firstly here inside you, in your subconscious. When you go deep, and then you're like, when you go deep inside internally, you become a oneness. You become a oneness with the world. You become literally your self-consciousness, and you realize there is no separation between you and your specific person, or you and that celebrity that you're trying to manifest, or you and that amount of money. I always say Beyonce, Beyonce has 24 hours a day. She's achieving a lot of stuff. People have the, like, if he's doing it, then why can't you do it? If she's doing it, then why can't do it? The only way that you're not going to do it is if you decide that, this is bullshit, and you give up because you're just not interested anymore. You don't give up in the sense that I was talking about, but you give up because you're like, oh, fuck this. I'm happy with something else. All right. So yeah, I hope that really points how I at least manifested on how I got my SP and my ex to come back in. I would love to know if any of you guys have also manifested, just from the flow state, just from the vortex state. I would love to get the comments below, guys. And of course, if you did like this video, I would love you to hit like, share, and of course, subscribe. It absolutely costs nothing, and the description button is just here. As I said, if you do want to join the mastery routine, the morning mastery manifesting routine, the challenge is happening. Sign up below. That's a membership, or that's for my members only. You guys also get the content there, the extra videos that I share. You guys get the affirmation saturation sessions, really good stuff there, guys. And we're doing the live Q&A, by the way, on Sunday at 11:30 Central Eastern Summertime. There's so much stuff there, and the prices, guys, are so cheap. I'm still doing my 20% on all of my coaching as well. The website is below, guys. Until then, I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now. Thank you so much.